Hi, I'm Charlotte Stoddard and I'm a HR officer at Trafford Council. I'm currently undertaking my Level 5 CIPD with HR Consultancy Apprenticeship at Trafford College. So today I'm just going to tell you a bit about my role due to COVID and how that's changed my role at work and my apprenticeship. So due to COVID-19, I have actually been redeployed into a different role. So I now work in the GM Resource Hub based at Trafford Council. I'm now classed as a key worker from being redeployed there as we deploy staff into business critical areas. So some of our staff are classed as critical and some are classed as non-critical. So we're moving staff into critical roles such as a support worker role. The support worker role, they look after our most vulnerable elderly residents at one of our homes. So I am working from home at the moment. Shifting to the home office environment was quite difficult at first. I do like being surrounded by people and being surrounded by the team. So it was hard to get used to, but I think I've got used to it now. I've had a couple of home offices while I've been at home these past few weeks. So one of them was just in my back room in the kitchen, and then I've recently moved into my mum and dad's camper van on the drive. It actually makes me feel like I'm getting out to go to the office, and then I can come back in, have my dinner and go back out to the office whenever I like, which is quite nice. So I do get a bit of time away from home even though I am just sat on the drive. Apprenticeship wise, while I've been redeployed into the role in the resource hub, I'm still undertaking my apprenticeship. So pre-COVID, I was attending college half a day a week, and we had face-to-face lessons. There's about 8 of us in the class at Trafford College. And then once the schools and colleges closed, we began to complete lessons remotely. So we started getting emailed to us all the resources, activity sheets for the assignments that we were currently completing. So every week now our tutor emails us those documents over, and we have weekly one-to-one calls about the resources and if we've got any questions about the assignment and things like that. Our tutor is currently planning on doing like a big Teams call on Microsoft Teams for us all, so we can all have a bit of a chat and discuss what we're struggling with or anything like that on the assignment. Work have been absolutely amazing through this, so Trafford have just really supported me. Obviously it is quite difficult to work full time and do an apprenticeship on top of that anyway, but being at home did make it a little bit more difficult. So I have been able to take a day a week to do college work, so that's my usual half a day, and then I've got half a day on top of that as well to be able to complete some assignments. And I've been able to listen to more webinars being at home because I can manage my time better, and no one's there to ask me any questions as much. So last week or the week before, I listened to a webinar on unfair dismissal and managing fair disciplinary processes, which will help me with my progress when I get back to work and my development. And because I've been deployed into my new role, my 20% off the job is like going crazy at the minute because I'm learning new things every day. So I've been part of the hub since the setup. I helped with the processes and with the procedures and things like that. So I've learned so many skills and sat in on meetings, and I've learned a lot about casual workers and holiday accrual and being furloughed, redeployment, our business critical roles and our non-critical roles, as well as access databases. So I am learning a lot about the data as well. So obviously, like I said before, I was struggling a bit being at home, in the home office, but I do try and keep in touch with the team from work. So especially the resource hub that we're on, in the part of that hub that I'm in is called the analysis and match team. So there's 3 of us within that team. We catch up all the time. We're probably on a call 3 times a day, maybe more, depending on what's going on. And instead of ringing each other, we do use Microsoft Teams. It's so nice to just see someone else's face, and it's just nice to make sure that they're okay as well, a bit from a well-being perspective. It's nice to make sure that they're okay and that they don't feel stressed or worked up about anything. The other person that I keep in contact with quite a lot from work through Microsoft Teams is my mentor. So she supports me through my apprenticeship and she's supported with my workload as well. She's absolutely amazing. So every day I have a call with her to check how I'm doing with my assignments, what I did the night before, is there anything that I need any help with, which is so good. First, when we went into lockdown, I was struggling more at night time with like things to do and how to fill my time, because it was so easy just being able to finish work, close my laptop and sit and watch TV until I went to bed. So what I did is I set up like a schedule. So I've basically made like myself a school timetable, but for night time. So I try and finish work about 4 o'clock every night. I then do whatever I want for half an hour. So sit and play on my phone, watch something on TV, just whatever I fancy doing really. And then after that half an hour's like chill time, I do an hour of my assignment. So that can be anything from reading the resources from the week before, doing some background reading on my assignments, or reading what I've already done, or starting obviously a new section of the assignment. After that, I help my mum and dad cook tea. Sounds really just plain and simple, but I love to cook and I love food. Like, it is definitely one of my main interests and hobbies when we're not on lockdown, to go out for food. So I do still like being quite involved with making tea and things like that. So it is nice as well to spend some quality time with my mum and dad when we're cooking tea. And I can actually relax when I do it. So once we've had tea, once I've made tea and helped clean up and everything like that, I go and do something different. So I'll watch a TED talk, I'll do some mindfulness, I'll learn how to French plait hair, or I'll research my career aspiration of opening up my own HR consultancy, which from what I've found so far seems quite a lot of work, but it'll be definitely worth it in the long run. And then finally I go and work out. So I have been working out for about 3 years now, going to the gym and doing like weight training and stuff. It is quite difficult to work out at home, to get the motivation to do it without having my friends egging me on to do more. So I have currently downloaded the Couch to 5K app, and I'm not a runner. Like, I do not like cardio, and it's just been nice to have like someone like motivating you to run and to stop after a certain amount of time. And I've also started doing some Instagram live workouts as well from some PTs on there, which have been really good, and they have kept me motivated to carry on working out. And obviously when you're running as well, it's a bit of something that you can like achieve a better pace and time and things like that, which is quite nice. In like my home life, obviously it is quite difficult this time for us all. It's not anything that any of us have experienced before, and we might not ever experience anything like this again. So there is a few things that I would actually take from being in lockdown. Number one, definitely making time to do my assignments. Being locked down on the weekend has actually really helped me complete them, because I've not had to go and do anything else. And it's such like a good feeling when you've got like that section of your assignment done. And I need to keep remembering that's such a good feeling, and I'm not worked up during the week trying to get it all done. So I need to remember that after we've come off lockdown. Spending virtual time with my family. So it is just me and my mum and dad in England. Most of my family live in Ireland. So we do FaceTime them every week, more or less. We've been speaking to them more during lockdown than we have done for the past few months really, which is really, really nice. It's nice to catch up, and we've been doing a lot of quizzes with them. Ordinarily, I'm in and out the house all the time, going to the gym, spending time with my friends, I'm going out into Manchester, shopping or doing whatever. And it's actually been so lovely to spend some quality time with my mum and dad. Like I said, it is just the three of us in our immediate family, and we get on so well. They motivate me so much to do well in my qualification and in work, and I'll obviously be forever grateful for them for that. They really understand that sometimes I lock myself away for a couple of hours at night or on the weekend to get my assignment done, and they'll come up with cups of tea or something, or like a chocolate bar to just make me feel a bit better. And it is so nice just to spend some time with them. My friends, I really miss my friends, and I bet a lot of other people do as well. I'm so used to seeing them like 3-4 times a week, spending the whole weekend with most of them. So it has been really strange not to see them recently, but I know, obviously, it's definitely worth it, but it is so strange not to see them. So what we've started doing is we've started doing weekly quizzes, which are just fun, and it's so nice to hear what they've been up to, even though obviously it's not a lot, but most of them are still working. So it is quite nice to hear from them and hear what's going on in different organisations as well. Obviously with doing my assignments, it is quite interesting to hear most of my friends work in HR or law, so it is quite nice to hear what's happening in their organisations and how it differs to public sector. And following lockdown, I think I am going to spend a bit more time at home. I'll probably work from home a bit more than I used to, because I do like being in the office and surrounded by people, but this has actually taught me that I can just sit on my own and get my work done. And I'll probably keep some time free to spend some time with my family as well, and not just be running around everywhere trying to see my friends. Maybe like just watch a film one night with my mum and dad, because it's made me realise how important time is with them as well. So I hope you've enjoyed hearing about my role and my apprenticeship during COVID. A bit of a whistle-stop tour of what's been going on at the Trafford, and I hope you're all keeping safe and well, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you.